Good morning and happy Thursday, everybody. 73 degrees, 22 degrees Celsius, and a nice little breeze. Not too humid. It's actually gorgeous out here. Right, got little man first this morning. We are, 9:19 a.m. Been up since 6:26. Video is still rendering. I think I mentioned it yesterday morning. I don't know if the video had fully rendered. It had not, so that's why it was a little bit late yesterday, or very late yesterday. I had to stop it, and then I completely forgot that I did that and had to export it again because I stopped the export. And I just watched a video on things not to do, and I do some of them. One of them is watch my own video right away. Mainly I do that to share it, and the other thing was not to share it. Well, not to share it to friends and family. I share it, to Facebook, to the vlog page, and I share it to X, formerly Twitter. So we still have no one here. It's now Thursday, 20 after 9, and still no one's come to fix this hole. They're supposed to be here this week. They're running out of days. Not a surprise. So a couple of things. So there was the one thing I did change. Well, I did add the Mini 4 Pro into the upload defaults, and also added, they suggest not to do it as public on the release because of quality, which I was doing anyway, but not to use private. I don't understand what that has to do with anything, because then I go through and I can watch it on my own to make sure the video's in 4K. Before releasing it unlisted. So that's what I switched the default over to, so I don't have to switch it every time to private or unlisted. It's going to do it by itself now. I learned a couple little tricks, I guess. Yeah, there's always something to learn with YouTube. You just have to find things to do. I am seeing a ton of videos though right now about more DJI bands. From what I understand, because when I comment on some of these videos, a lot of it is the sales of the drones in the US being banned. I already have it. They're not going to ground them. At least they better not, because that's a bunch of horseshit. So it's still concerning. The concern never goes away that one day I'll go to fly it and it'll say you're not allowed to. That'll piss me off, because then I might be in Washington beating the snot out of some, senators that have their pockets lined with these drone companies, because there's quite a few of them that have been reported that worked for US drone companies that are crap, and they're the ones pushing for the DJI ban because they're just superior to the US versions. Really no plan today of what to do. Just hopefully it stays nice and we can just get out for some adventure walks here. Not planning on going anywhere, trying to just keep the gas in the cars. Oh, that breeze feels so good. So good. Oh, goody, a boom boom. It was funny, I pulled out one of my old logoed CWV tank tops today that used to barely cover my stomach. It now hangs down well past, like 5 to 6 inches. I have definitely taken some weight off, which is amazing. I love it. There's one thing I can say Aldi's did for me is a weight loss program. Oh yes, it is gorgeous outside. A little hazy over the mountain there. There's the 2X. You can see the haze. But other than that, I mean, the skies are quite beautiful. Air temperature is nice. And little man is way behind. Apologize if that blasted. I'll try to adjust that in post. It's been better. There hasn't been any firmware updates that I know of on the Pocket. I should launch the app and see what happens quick. Alright, don't see any updates available, so it's been a hot minute since they've done anything with this. I don't know what really they could do. Little bugs and minor glitches and something, but nothing right now. I'll have to check the Action 5. I haven't seen... Normally I'll catch someone's video online of, firmware update. Those type of things usually come to me. So we'll have to wait and see down the road. But I guess if the Mic 3 or the Mic 3s become a thing, I'm sure there'll have to be a firmware update to connect them to the different cameras. It's usually a thing, depending on the new transmission thing they use. So oh yeah, but no real super plan. Like I said, I need to clean my floor where that cat litter box is. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Put a whole bunch of baking soda down to try to do some absorption yesterday. So other than that, just a calm, relaxing, freaking day off. That is my goal. I slept pretty good, went to bed right around 10 o'clock, and got up at 6:26, so it's like 8.5 hours of sleep, which feels amazing. Don't get me wrong, I stir a little bit, but not too bad. I'm sure my watch is, well, no, I don't think I had any watches on, so it's going to have no sleep data. So I had to charge them both yesterday. I was trying to figure out how to get the camera control app back on the watch for the Pixel. I know I had it before, and now it will not come up. I don't remember how I did it. I found an app that does it, but it's really messed up. It's like in a really weird format, so I'll have to play around with that. It helps when you're doing like astrophotography that it's not jiggling the camera when you go to touch it. I know I had it on there before I gave the watch and the phone to the other person, and of course after I reset it, now I can't find it. Alright, trying to set up the Pixel here a little bit. I haven't even played with the camera since I got it back. You can change lenses while recording. How smooth is it? Smoother than they used to be, that's for sure. I just hope that's filming in landscape and not portrait. Squirrel in the middle of the road. Test out the zoom on this thing again. There's 20x. Just chilling in the middle of the road. That's probably not a smart move there, squirrel. Not the smartest creatures in the world, that's for sure. I know the one time I tried to do the moon with this thing and it wouldn't stay in focus, but there, I think, has been some updates. Mateo sees the squirrel now. He's running across the road. Well, you got him off the road, buddy. You saved his life, little man. Yes, you did. Good job. God, I feel so long since I've actually used phones. I used the iPhone a couple times yesterday for the sky. But, yeah, I don't really honestly miss... He's over there. Let's see how this thing does today with the updates that have been put on it. Right, so in the current mode I have it in 4K 30. Video boost is enabled. I do not have my 0.5 lens. So this is... I realize that Apple doesn't have all these other caveats. Obviously, if you go ProRes, unless you have a drive connected... Sorry, there was a bug on my wrist. He's now smushed and spread across my wrist. You need a drive to run ProRes 60. They don't have Pro apps, really, for... I mean, granted, they did the Final Cut camera thing, which really didn't, I don't think, come out too well. And they haven't done any updates on that in a long time. But, yeah, I don't really miss using the phones. Especially right now, I'm not running microphones and whatnot, so good thing it's not a heavy breeze. They do have some convenience, but at the same token, when you start adding all the stuff to them to make the audio sound better and everything, it just becomes a hassle. Simpler just having a regular camera for filming consistently. I did not include it in yesterday's vlog, but I'll put it over the screen right now from this shot from last night. It came out really pretty. Gorgeous shot right here last night. It's pretty right now too, actually. Alright, so the Pixel came out in October. I thought it feels like it's been around forever. But the first time I asked Siri, of course she sends me to ChatGPT, I think that's what it is. GPT? I don't really keep up with this AI stuff as much as I probably should. I don't really agree with it. The first time I asked, it says it hasn't been released yet. I'm like, I'm holding the damn thing. The second time around, it gave me October 15th. So, yeah, AI can glitch too. It just feels like it's like old at this point. It feels like I've had it forever. It's good for the really, really long shot astrophotography, and I haven't done a single shot with that since I've gotten it back, which tells you how important that right now is to me. I don't know, maybe tonight, if it's clear, maybe we'll try to get some stars with it. Wish we'd get another aurora, but that takes a solar flare off the sun to get the aurora here, and we haven't had any here in a little while. And the last time there was supposed to be one, it flunked out on on our area. I'm really interested to see if you can, how big the difference the Pixel looks versus the Pocket 3, going between back and forth between clips there. I have a feeling there's going to be a definitely noticeable visual difference as well as audio. Like I said, I haven't really played with it since I got it back. I've got to figure out this camera control though, because that is an important control feature. Like I said, doing astrophotography. I'm getting dinged. Oh, UPS. Our coffee is coming. Yay! We got decaf and Dunkin'. Fortunately, unfortunately, the drone is now officially mine. It is fully paid off through PayPal, thanks to all the mowing jobs and everything. And well, the last payment just cleared this morning. So, yay! I own the Mini 4 Pro. And I just gotta keep it in one piece, because replacing it is not an option. Are you sniffing Roy's place? We haven't seen Roy in forever. Just letting him have his time today, because we've got nothing better to do. Right, Boo? He didn't really want to come up this way, but now he's up here. He's sniffing around. Oh, I completely forgot to even mention it. So the other day, the manager calls me in the office about Sunday the 20th. I don't know if I had it. No, I opened. But the cashier that was scheduled, one of our new people, he forgot she had asked to be off, and he scheduled her. And for some other reason, no one else can pick up the shift. So he's offering me a split shift, and I was like, personally, I'd rather just stay. I can't go home because I'll disturb these guys, and then I'll wake her up. I could go visit my mom. I said, personally, I'd just rather stay. He goes, well, I'm putting you in as a split shift. He goes, if you want to stay, go ahead. But I can't schedule you for 6 a.m. to 8:30. Now that is a soda I have not seen in a hot minute. Livewire. Guess it's still around. What was the purple one they did? Can't remember. Mountain Dew had so many different flavors. I know Baja Blast is no longer just a Taco Bell thing. Alright, dog walk number 2. Get the basset hound off the couch. That was a task in itself. Completely forgot we have a little stand that she ordered on Amazon. That came today. It is not very big, but she doesn't want it. It would only come in white, so I have to run to the store and get either flat and or satin black. I have white, silver, and blue. So I don't have the right color to spray paint it. So there's a little task, plus I have to mow the backyard. My aunt and uncle from New Jersey are supposed to be coming in Sunday, so I like to stop and see them and visit Mom a little bit. Got to see her for a few minutes yesterday doing the trash. It's just been so busy, which I need to be. Feels weird having a day off and not going to work and making money. As long as she stays that far away, we're going to do a zoom test with the Pocket 3. There's 2x. And 2x with the Pixel. 9 Pro XL. But we can go for getting a little too close now. Oh, why not do the iPhone as well? We're going to do a comparison, quality-wise. 5x, 2x, 1x. Alright, let's do it between the iPhone and the Pixel. It's digital zoom. You get a 20x on the Pixel. Now I'm going to stop the recording and restart. I know with the iPhone, sometimes if you start with the zoom lens, you get a little higher quality. So we went back to the 5x and we're going out to 20. It looks pretty similar on the screen. Like I said, that's only 15x with the iPhone, which I feel like it's going to be cleaner. Now let's start off with the 5x lens and go out to 15 and see if it's any different. Back in the day, it used to be. Alright, so we went from being 25 feet behind me. I picked up my pace, and she didn't really care for being so far behind for a minute. She's like, Dad really picked up his pace. I'm going to pass him. That's what she did. Okay, we got 2 cans of flat spray paint, and I did pick myself up a 12-inch long bimetal blade for the Sawzall. It'd be good for cutting bigger branches, I think. That thing went through that limb the other day pretty damn well. I was looking around for like some sort of a punch type thing though for punching out the rivets in here in the glasses, because those seals are mushy and falling out now. All right, picking this up, a 99-cent any size iced coffee. I'm like, oh hell yeah, we'll do that deal. And then I'm gonna get her a half and half tea. Oh, dummy me. I did not realize it was lunchtime when I placed that order, and I screwed it up. I saw sweetened tea and didn't realize I ordered a sweetened lemonade tea. So I had to reorder her just regular sweet teas with, and then then you make them yourself. I don't normally go back this way, but it just made it simpler. This is probably one of the sharpest turns I've ever seen. It doesn't go backward the other direction, but it's just so narrow. There's like no wiggle room. You gotta go so like 15 miles an hour to get around that corner. Right up here, this school to my left would be a beautiful place to fly the drone. There's a parking lot right off to my left here. Here's what doesn't make sense to me. We are at 820 feet in the air right now versus at home I think I'm at like 5 something. With the legal height limit flight with the drone, I can go 393 feet from 802 feet in the air versus I can go 393 feet from 565 feet. That doesn't seem fair. That was fun. Every time I do this, I make a little more work for myself. But the biggest thing is, I mentioned the last time I needed to get the sickle bar out, the hedge trimmer out, and try to kill off some of the little stump things because there are trip hazards in here, mainly along this side because this was all bushes right here, kind of like this. And I've been meaning to get around that tree for a long time. So, seeing as I had some battery issues and then ran out of line again, I didn't put a lot of line on that one because I wasn't sure how much it took with that heavy weight. Ran pretty good with it though. Might have killed the battery a little bit faster, but I don't think it was fully charged to begin with because I ran the saw with it over my ex-wife's. But there it is, our little cove inlet. The reason I do this is when we're looking, sitting on the patio and looking over, we don't have tall weeds to look at like that. It doesn't look junky like that. So when we look out, it's a nice clean look. And I took some of the branches and took some of the overhang down as well, since I had the sickle bar out already. Whew, it's a pretty big area, to be honest with you. All right, now on to assembly and painting. It is truly crazy what 140 mile an hour worth of wind will blow around. I got a lot of the little branches and stuff out of here with just a blower. I was going to rake it at some point, but that guy there is a mean little bastard too. That whole kit is. Oh, trying to think of one other item I could potentially, benefit from to have another battery. But the only thing I can think of would be a Toro chainsaw to get a third battery and just have one more device. But we're good right now, because that's probably about $200. I haven't even looked at the chainsaws if they even have them. I'm sure they do. Okay, wrap this up. There was a piece of grass that was tall over there. There may be a couple sections. I'll tell you what, where it has not been cut, we trying to get into that stuff, that is super duper thick. And even the big trimmer struggles a little bit the first time. Once you cut it down though, but yeah, I've stretched it all the way up beyond the tree now, around the tree, and all the way down into the next tenant's backyard a little bit. Alrighty, that job is complete. Alrighty, on to my next project, getting this little stand put together. Now, give you an idea, let's see which way. Yeah, that's basically the right way to look at it. Now, it's just a little itty bitty stand, but apparently I'm sitting there going, well, it can't be very tall. Well, the longest pieces are split. So, it isn't going to be any wider or it'll be double as tall as the box slightly. Maybe a little bit less. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. I think the Amazon thing says it takes 10 minutes to assemble. See how accurate that is. Like I said, this is white and she wants it black. So we're going to paint it then with flat black. I went and got 2 cans just so I didn't run out. Holy buckets, there's a lot of pieces. Wasn't sure if I got my drill driver ready. Torqued at 10. You got 1 pack of screws, 2 packs of screws. It's on little casters. And of course the instructions are on the other side. 1, 2, 3. You got 8 of those pieces. Try not to, might be some moisture on this table, so we're going to use this box to protect it. Might use this box to spray paint. If not, I got the Amazon box. 3 of those and 3 of those, and the instructions are at the bottom. You got A, B, C, D, E, and F. G for the casters, H for the short screws, and J for the long screws. Okay, that's a part list, and on this side is the symbol. Symbol A and B, A and B. Let's see. No, A and D, A and C. Oh yeah, then you, something's not right here. It wouldn't be me putting something together if I did it right every time. So these ones need switched, because yeah. Okay. Got to make sure you keep the holes all to one side. Check. I thought that was too simple. Yeah, you can see I have rounded edges on the back, and they're probably supposed to be on the front. time to turn this thing black. Alrighty guys, there it is. I just gave it one more little touch up on some spots that needed it, but the little stand that was white is no longer white. And let it dry a little bit longer and then we'll be able to put it in the house. So there might be a couple spots that are still a little bit, but the back isn't going to matter too much. And I didn't do the bottom of the shelves. I went through over a can of spray paint. So, but it's cute. Hopefully it works out for what she wants to do with it. She's going to put it at the end of the island to keep some things on it. It actually had a price drop because it was like $27 and I think it went down to like $24, something like that. Off of, I think Walmart? No, Amazon. There was another one we were looking at, but it was like $14 more. It was a little more intricate. I think something simple just worked fine in the kitchen. Good evening, everybody. Look at that beautiful sky. Not very colorful, but just really neat design. Alright, got little man out for final walks. And get this day wrapped up and get imported, and I'm going to edit tonight. Our McDonald's decaf showed up. That was a delicious cup of coffee. Though I've been making pots and whatnot, but just getting a quick one. It tasted really good tonight. So we switched shows tonight. We've watched a few episodes of Waterfront. Decided to watch with Jessica Biel and Elizabeth. Is Elizabeth not Elizabeth Hurley, is it? The one from Pitch Perfect. The judge. Elizabeth Banks, excuse me. The Better Sister. So we got 2 episodes of that, and they're kind of long episodes too. It's interesting so far. That one is it on Prime? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So now that we have some open sky, the tree kind of made that look better than it does now. Yeah, the sun is still up, so not quite yet for photography. Gonna give it a little bit. I don't think little man's gonna go very far here before he does potties, and just do short little walks tonight and get this thing wrapped up, because I know I have a lot of video to go through and edit. So we didn't put the casters on the stand yet, but now we're kind of thinking maybe we might want to. It's a little too short for the island without them. It looks a little weird. My other thought is we actually pulled the towel handle off the island, and there's 2 holes there. I could actually maybe mount it but I'd need a spacer because it's actually wider than the accent, because there's the way the pieces come down, it doesn't actually fit inside, so it wouldn't be flush. So I'd have to find a little piece to kind of cushion it, but I don't know. I'm gonna run that by her too, because it already has the holes in it for the top, but you'd probably want something a little more than that just so it doesn't break it. Yeah, and I had the whole big plan of cleaning my floor today, and I have tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. I wanted to clean up my room a little bit and get a lot of the stuff put away, and actually thinking about just getting rid of things that I have. I have so many of those freaking Joby Gorilla Grip pod things that they don't work for anything I do with these cameras. I mean, technically I could use one, but for what, I don't know. I mean, they're only good for so long anyway, and it's like, and Mike is talking about selling his Pocket 3 because, I don't know, he's having issues with it. I'm not really sure. Mine gets used way the hell more than his does. And he wants a little bit much for it. I said I can't do it all at once, but if you can sell some of those other things, we can work out a deal. So, I don't know. I'll have to check my messages and see what he responded with, because having a backup probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me. And that way, if I don't clear a camera or I'm not ready, I can always pick up the other one and still have, you know, everything on the Pocket. Yeah, second puppy walk, not so successful. She just kind of sniffed the grass everywhere. Maybe piddled a couple times, but whatever. Calling it a night. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the morning. Don't go until 1. Closing tomorrow and Saturday. It ought to be a fun freaking weekend. Have a good night, everybody, and stay safe.